All right, today we're going to work on some things that maybe your DNA is holding on to. I got you guys a nice little bowl of flowers here to remind you that it's spring. Got you some little rose petals. So we're going to talk about letting things go that maybe our ancestors have dealt with. We want to take in their power, of course, and all of their wisdom, but we don't want to hang on to the trauma because it makes us scared and it makes us mistrusting. And a lot of us, no matter where you came from, what land you hail from Ireland, Africa, anywhere, we've all went through a little bit of trauma. Some more than others, obviously. And we need to thank those ancestors for going through what they had to go through to get us here to this point. But we need to let go of all the trauma. Like, let's say your ancestors came from Salem. Well, you'd be afraid to practice witchcraft, right? Which I'm not telling you to practice witchcraft at all. It's just letting those things go. Because you don't need them anymore. You need their survival. You need to know what plants to eat and things like that. But you don't have to hold on to their traumas anymore. You can let it go. So we hang on to a lot of things that we don't even understand. Maybe we're scared of dogs and we don't know why. Maybe we're scared of the water and we don't know why. Could be one of your ancestors passed on that way. So just take in the energy that I'm sending you in order to clear these blockages. Like, you can just let me take them. Because you don't need them anymore. Anything that's holding you back right now, you can release. You can release it, give it up to the source of all creation. The great spirit in the sky. Give it away. It doesn't serve you right now. So I'm gonna send you energy, and it's going to, like, let's see, maybe you'll feel a little tiny thing like that. Maybe like a muscle might, and then release. And if nothing happens, that's okay, because something's happening. You're here to heal. If you're watching these videos, you want to heal. So take it in. Accept the healing that I'm sending straight to your heart. And it's going to be gentle. If you get super thirsty, drink as much as possible. Because every time you go to the bathroom, we're going to expel toxic energy. Whether it's whatever or whatever, I want you to expel that energy, all that toxicness. So drink lots of water, eat healthy, take your vitamins, and breathe. Let me take all those traumas that don't even belong to you. They served you to now, but they don't serve you anymore. My other phone is dying, and so I have to use this phone. Hopefully it stays on for you. So we've got some flowers here. Rebirth. Spring is here. So just let those things go that you don't even know exist. Because you have yourself, like I'm talking to you right now, and then you have your higher self. Your higher self knows all of this. And you want to do everything that's going to serve you, not serve the world, your highest good. So you need to let all those things that are just blocking pure love and pure kindness to come through. Maybe you're not accepting it because you're afraid. And you don't have to be afraid. You are loved and you're in a safe space. So it's time to shift the energy. The energy that you've been hanging on to that is someone else's. And as I said, this is an amazing thing. Our DNA holds a lot of information. Right now we're holding on to the wrong information. We need the survival information. We don't need to worry about we don't need to worry about a lot of things that are in our minds right now. We can let that go. That's like past traumas from ancestors. You're here now. This is new. We don't know what's going to happen. So we need to just let all the past traumas go. Remove those blockages to your highest good. And give it to the source of creation. Let that be transmuted and brought back down into a positive and loving and kind energy. Send it up. It could take a year. It could come right back down. Take 10 years. But you give it away. Let me take it from you, out of your aura. Your aura is your energy field. It's real. And it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Nobody can get into it right now. Only your loved ones can be in your energy field. So that's going to take a lot of the static away right now. So you can just get pure healing. And it's hard to think about, maybe I am holding on to something in my DNA code. It's like almost like wild, right? But it happens. It is part of our survival instinct. We just want to have a wholesome and happy life. We want to learn our own lessons. And we want to trust ourselves. And I want to help you break those curses. Excuse me. All these flowers are really getting to me. So anyway, I want to help you break all these generational things that are keeping us held back from the most beautiful, abundant thing that could happen. So as I pour this water, let it wash over your soul and release. Let the pure water wash it away. I have rose petals for love, because you can love yourself. Yourself. Clear all those blockages. Let the source of creation into your heart. Doesn't it feel better just letting it go? Even things you didn't even know were there. You didn't know, did you? And you keep their lessons, and you keep their wisdom, but you give away their trauma. So we hold a lot of information in our DNA. You know this, I know this. Science tells us more and more every day. Science will tell you you have a magnetic energy field. We just call it your aura. And like I said, no extra stuff is getting in today or this whole week. So it's a time for pure love, pure healing, pure, pure, pure. You just remember who you are and be grateful and be thankful and forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for things that happened. Things happen. We're human. Nobody is perfect. We're not saints for a reason. We just balance all of that. Let go of the traumas. Because you are loved and you are cherished. And we need you to be strong right now, and we need you to be healthy and healed. And this time spent inside your mind is a healing time. So now I want you to go to your happy place because we're going to lighten the mood a little bit. It might not seem like you did a lot of work right now, but you just did. And you're going to feel it a little bit later. And it's not going to be like, oh, you might cry. But you're definitely going to be releasing things. And you're going to feel happier tomorrow. And like I said, I want you to definitely drink lots of water, because I did send energy and I'm continuing to send energy. And it's not my own energy. I told you that before. It comes from a higher power. It comes from the source of all creation, who loves you very much. I call that God. So I want you to thank yourself, and I want you to forgive yourself, and I want you to forgive everyone. It's time to start forgiving, and I'd like you to forgive me. Because if we all start forgiving things, we release those blockages. So just release. And be free. Be free of all those generational, sometimes you see families that, like, everything always goes wrong in their family. Like, maybe they're in trouble with the law, maybe they're all on drugs. You're like, why? What's happening there? That's a generational trauma. And they don't know how to work through that. And a lot of us do resort to drugs and alcohol because we don't know what's happening, and we can just let that go. We can just release it all. It's definitely time to release it. You see families that are always doing well, and you wonder how. Why are they so happy? Why do they love each other so much? They work through it. And it's time for you to work through it as well. And I'm going to actually make this one short because this is something that you kind of need to work on tonight, and think about releasing energy that does not belong to you, traumas that do not belong to you. And it doesn't have to be very long, it only has to be a couple of minutes, but you have to talk to yourself and tell yourself that it's time to let that go. Thank those people for all the knowledge that they've instilled into your DNA, but let go of their traumas because they're not serving you. A lot of people think that they're cursed. You're not cursed. You're just holding on to something toxic that doesn't belong to you necessarily. It belongs to your family. So it's time to let those things go, because now it's time for you to enjoy your life. This is your life. You can be thankful for those things, but it's time to let it go. They don't serve you, and it did not happen to you. I say a lot, there's a difference between being asleep, being woke as fuck, and being awakened. When you're woke, you're still pointing the finger, but it's that guy, okay? So maybe you're not actually woke, or maybe you are woke, but you're not awakened. Awaken. Let it go. Just let it go. It didn't belong to you ever. It was never, ever, ever your trauma. You have all this new trauma. How exciting. So let the past trauma go. The trauma that does not belong to you. Like I said, it's very, very difficult work to do. So is shadow work. I feel like these are the two most important things right now, is taking time to thank the ancestors and thank their DNA and thank their strength, but letting go of their trauma. It's like I said, we got all kinds of new trauma. Yay! Except for we don't want to be traumatic. Oh. Except for we don't want to be traumatic. You know what I mean? We don't want this to be traumatizing. We want this to be enlightening and freeing. This whole situation, this whole virus that has us locked into our homes. We want to look at it from a different point of view. And that's why it is very, very, very important to let go of those past traumas that don't belong to you. Because it's getting your head, not your head, but it could be your head. It's a little bit off balanced right now. And we want to be balanced. So tonight, I just want you to release. Just ask yourself, please just release traumas that don't belong to me. Please release all of this. Please give it to God, to the Creator, and let Him transmute it and let Him make it into something positive. That way, unfortunately, you can accept all this new trauma. I'm just kidding. We don't want this to be traumatizing. We don't. There's not zombies running around, so it's not like we have to run for our lives. We just have to have some common sense. That's all. So in order for this not to be traumatic, so that we don't pass on the DNA to our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren that they have to work through someday, we're going to work through it now. We're going to break it. You can just break it. Doesn't belong here. Just break it. Just break it. And don't you feel better? I feel better. I feel better talking to you guys about things that didn't even belong to you, that you didn't even know existed, and now you can let it go. So that you can work through what's really yours. So anyway, just take a couple minutes. Breathe. Feel your soul lighten up a little bit. Feel it's more balanced. Feel more safe and secure. Because you're loved and you're cherished. And now it's time to notice that you're back home. Time to open your eyes. Time for you to do that work on breaking traumas that don't belong to you. So I love everyone. Like I said, this is a hard video to do. Well, it's hard work because it's hard to find it. But hopefully we did that today. If you need more of something, just say like, hey, I like the video that you did on this and this and this, and we'll definitely work through more things together. There are many, many, many people that will help you, but hopefully you keep coming to me because it makes me feel well to do these videos as well. So we're not cursed. We're holding on to trauma in our hearts. Open your heart. Love yourself. If you're feeling like extremely anxious and you feel like these are not helping you, just give it a couple, just give it time. Because it's kind of designed to make you feel off. Because that's how you work through things. If you're just comfortable, then it's never, ever, ever, ever you're never gonna fix it. But if it's making you a little bit uncomfortable, that's wonderful. That's the point. I want you to be relaxed and easy with yourself and gentle with yourself, but there is a lot of hard work to do for all of us. It's not easy, and you're allowed to cry. You are. Yesterday was super emotional for me. I cried all day. But that's okay, because I was releasing trauma and toxic energy, and I just, So just know that you're loved, and I went out and I picked flowers for you. These are little roses. They're called box. And actually, these ones grow better when you cut them. So that's also very nice that I didn't kill anything, And I'm making it grow better, which is just like you. Sometimes you gotta cut a couple things in order to grow. So go ahead and cut those ties and get rid of all that toxic, nasty energy that didn't even belong to you in the first place. It only got your ancestors here. It made them survive. You got something else to worry about. So you got to get rid of all that, and you got to take all their information and be thankful for it. But you don't want to keep the trauma. You want to keep the information. Okay? So y'all have a great day tomorrow. I hope that I helped. Anything that you want to talk about, you can message me. If you think you have an idea for a video for me, go ahead and message me. I'm just kind of like intuitively trying to figure out what everybody needs right now, and something told me it was like ancestral trauma, so we're just going to deal with that, okay? We're going to cut those generational ties that people think are curses. They're not curses. You can't be cursed. You can curse yourself, you know, which we talked about, self-sabotage. All right? That's totally different. And I'm going to keep on doing these videos for y'all. Take care. Just remember to breathe. Just remember to love yourself. And be easy. Be easy and gentle on yourself. You don't really want to go hard at too much because it can make you cry. All right, I love y'all.